Now we are going to move on to the discriminant. The discriminant will tell me the number of real roots. So draw a minute, a few coordinate grids. And by a few, I just mean 3. We have been talking about roots. Roots mean x-intercepts. To find the discriminant, and again, the discriminant will just tell you the number of real, meaning decimals or fraction, x-intercepts. You will use, under the quadratic equation, the part under the square root sign, so b squared minus 4ac. If you get a positive answer, there are 2 real roots, meaning you will have 2 x-intercepts. Again, it could be a negative parabola, and you would have 2. It could be shifted here and here. Those are just examples. If the solution to the discriminant is a positive number, you have 2 real roots. If the solution to the discriminant is 0, the number 0, you have 1 real root. That means the vertex and the x-axis are the same. So again, it could be a positive, it could be a negative, but the vertex and the x-intercept is the same. Finally, after you solve the discriminant, if you get a negative solution, that means no real roots. So otherwise, your parabola could look like this. Its vertex is above the x-axis and it's positive, or the vertex is below the x-axis and it's a negative parabola. In those situations, you will have no real roots. If this answer is positive, you have 2. If this answer is the number 0, you have 1. If the answer to this is negative, you have no real roots. Okay, let's look at a few examples. Remember, b squared minus 4ac, and you do not take the square root. So this is the a, b, and c. It is set equal to 0. Always make sure that it is. So negative 2 squared minus 4 times 4 times 4. So negative 2 squared is 4. Here I have negative times positive, negative 64, which equals negative 60. I got a negative discriminant, meaning no real roots. If we were to graph this, we know A is positive, so it's smiling. It is somewhere above the x-axis, smiling. For the next one, here's my A, my B, my C. So 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times 144. Well, I think we already know what kind of situation we're going to have here, but I'm going to use my calculator. 144 times 4, and I get 1 minus 576 equals negative 575. Therefore, no real roots. My discriminant is this. The number of real roots is provided there. For the next one, whoa, I goofed on this one. Did you notice what happened? I used A instead of B. So I apologize for that. I'm going to do some erasing. Oh my goodness, my apologies. I love these ink pens, they erase. I hope some of you caught that. All right, so now I'm going to do B squared, not A squared, for pity's sake. And I have 24 squared, my apologies, and I get 576, which equals 0, meaning we'll have one real root. If we were to graph, somewhere on our graph, the root and the vertex would be the same. Again, I apologize. You need to use B. I accidentally used A. Erase that, fix it. I apologize. Being more careful, I would take B squared minus 4 times A times C, bringing in my negative sign. 100 negative times negative is positive. 12 times 12, 144, giving me 244. I have a positive number discriminant, meaning 2 real roots. So when I graph this, somewhere my parabola will cross the x-intercept 2 times. I would like you to pause the video. Try the next 3. Notice this one is not set equal to 0 yet. Set it equal to 0. Same with this one. It's okay that that's a fraction. We're not going to freak out about that. Please pause the video. Give those 3 a try. We will compare answers. Thank you for pausing the video. Feel free to double check my work. I will as I go over it with you. Here I have 4 squared minus 4ac. I ended up with 16 minus 16, which is 0, meaning there's one real root. On this one, I moved the negative 1 to the left, so I have positive 1. B squared minus 4ac. I ended with 4 minus 24 to get negative 20, meaning no real roots. I moved this and this to the left, so 1/2 x minus 7x plus 1. 7 squared, 49. Half of 4 is 2. Subtract, I got 47. So I would have 2 real roots.